Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Great.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Buffalo defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now an option play on second down. Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person.
And now off to the races, down the right side. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Allen. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. They run out of the gun with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles at 6-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. On the option to give to Swift here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This a 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Bills first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Bills 7.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now then after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy is well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 14. Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
73. Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Moving inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Second down, and it's on the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Allen off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Allen will try to throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Hurts, he throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. To the air. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
First down, Buffalo.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen now on the option right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 131 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 47 yards. And the Bills extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen running right on the option. There he goes again. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Buffalo, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.